How's it going? I know I'm small right now, so probably not a lot of people's gonna see this, but that's fine. I'm just out here starting in the beginning. I'm gonna be moving away from what I usually do. You guys, I got a couple subscribers that have watched. Notice I do gaming content. I'm gonna be moving on from that. I'm gonna be starting doing stuff more real life, more like vlogging and stuff like that. Some more stuff kind of about me that I didn't really even talk about in any of my other videos because I just started gaming. That was my distraction at the time. That's no longer my distraction. My name is Anthony Mitchell. I am a volunteer firefighter with my local fire company, Fountain Green Fire Department. And I'm out here doing truck content, vlog content. I love trucks, love everything about them. When I want to record, publish it somewhere, so I decided to do TikTok and YouTube. My two main things. The biggest thing I'm on right now is YouTube. I do mainly truck stuff. That's kind of my goal. But also bring awareness to volunteer fire departments as well. Volunteer fire departments, volunteer fire companies, districts, whatever you want to call them. Every single one's a fire department or fire authority, or whatever you want to call it. But I know it's all the same thing, and just kind of show people the life of a volunteer, sort of, as well as doing stuff I like to do and showing things I do for fun, as well as show my fire department side of stuff. I probably won't be, you won't get any sort of footage of me being on a scene or at trainings and stuff, because that stuff's private. I could probably do stuff for trainings. Like I know we're getting ready to go to this fire academy Utah holds called Winter Fire School down in St. George, Utah. We're getting prepared for that, as well as kind of getting prepared for our winter season. Winter season is kind of our busiest season. We run like 25, 35, up to 100 calls a year. It really depends on how the year is and how other drivers are on the road. Most of our call volume are motor vehicle accidents. That's what we mainly run on, motor vehicle accidents or EMS assists, lift assists, the normal basic small stuff is normally what we run. Here and there we do get a fire. I remember this last 4th of July we ran a wildfire on that mountain right there. Don't know if you guys can see it. That mountain right there. Small little guy. Ended up just kind of getting it to the point where it won't spread anywhere, and then called in the federal agents, the feds, forestry services, and they kind of finished it off and put it the rest of the way out. Because we're just volunteers. Like, we're taking time out of our nights, our days, out of our work days too, even, to go help someone in need, or to kind of take control of a situation just like that. Here and there we do get asked, like, hey, could you take time off of work to go down to, for example, a big fire we had close to our county this year, the Monroe Canyon fire. Can you come and help out Monroe Canyon? And most of the time our firefighters say yes. For our department standard, we are required to have what we call our red card. That just shows that we've done the schooling, done the in-person training to go fight these bigger wildland fires. Because we've had big wildland fires here. Not this side of the mountain doesn't really show it, but this side on the mountain over here does show it a lot. We have some pretty big fires here every 5 or so years. This one was the Mount Baldy fire. See where that sagebrush ends? That's where they dug their fire line. All across that. And even, there was another big one that took place in this canyon right here. On this one, I wasn't in my house I am in now. Actually, no, I was really young, so it's hard for me to remember stuff, but it got all the way up to these houses over here, pretty much. And our town was on the edge of evacuation. For all the stories I know, like I said, I was young when that fire happened, and that's kind of what sparked the fire in me to come and do this volunteer. I feel a misfire. I'm just grabbing on my bumper. That's not good. I'll have to look at that after. But so I'm just there to bring awareness that us volunteers, we're doing this for free. That's the Only difference. And people say, oh yeah, no, they're a full-time firefighter and stuff like that. But one of my captains brought awareness to me about that. Because I told him my dream goal is to go full-time. He brought something to me. He doesn't think that they should be called full-time firefighters, because the real full-time firefighters are us volunteers. We're on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Like right now, I have my pager right here. I got my pager, and at any moment in time, this pager can go off, and then I have to go to the station and respond to emergencies. And I will respond to my en routes. I got nothing fancy on my truck. I know I do have an amber light bar, but I don't use that at all. And I do have some lights inside the truck that are in there, but those are mainly just for photography. They're bright lights for like night photography, videos, stuff like that. I mainly do most of my content on TikTok, but I'm kind of transferring that to be equal on both by doing daily content here. I've been daily on TikTok for a little bit now. Make daily content on YouTube, because here I can actually make some decent money from all my favorite YouTubers. Gotta love them. They're my inspiration for this. Flair, Gabe Farrell Productions, the Diesel Brothers, Robbie Layton even, and stuff like that. They're all my inspiration for this. They all taught me stuff about vlogging and stuff like this, and I love it. Personally love it. So I'm going to give it a shot, see how it goes, see if I like it. And if I like it, I'll continue. So far for right, I know I like being an influencer. Like I know it's not a lot compared to a lot of people, but I have 1,700 followers on TikTok. I've been posting on there for years, and there's a car coming. 1 second. Well, I guess I didn't pause it. I thought I did. Sorry about that little interruption. We had a car coming by. This is an old highway. That's what used to be the highway. So thought I wouldn't get interrupted, but I did. But no, I'm just out here trying to build awareness for this type of stuff and kind of show what it's like to live in a very rural community, as you can see. A very rural community. Yeah, it's fun. I love it. I personally hate the city. I love the country. I would not live in. Like if my dream came true, I would work in a city as a career, but I would not live there. I'd have to live out in the boonies somewhere. I can't handle the stress, anxiety I get being in the city. I could probably last like 2.5 hours in the city. I'm like, okay, I'm leaving for a little bit, or parking somewhere and just taking a second to cool on down. But you know, I enjoy it. I enjoy sharing my life to people. There are some people in my life that have requested not to appear, and they won't appear on it, or their name won't be brought up. And I honestly think this fits kind of what I like doing, volunteering truck. The name of this channel, it's called Redline Convoy. I really like it, honestly. It's a really good name. One of my buddies actually came up with that. He may appear on here and there. He's a firefighter with me. He was wanting to do something like this, and I said, how about this? I'll create a channel and we can do this together. So you might see some content from me, some content from him, or both of us combined. And yeah, you'll get stuff before we have our trainings every week, after our trainings every week. You might not get any content in the trainings just because I'm there still learning, and that I also have to request permission for it from our fire chief. But he's super cool about stuff like this. He actually he's actually asked me on little stuff we do for our community. Like we like to host stuff in our station. Like this year we're hosting Santa Claus. And apparently I'm getting dressed up in an elf costume, which is gonna be funny. Don't know if I'll have any content for that, but I'll definitely film something before and after that, kind of telling how it went. I'm trying to do daily vlogs, stuff like this, not stuff like this, but showing actually stuff and not boring you guys with talking all the time, as well as just out here being myself, showing people who I am. Because a lot of people tend to mispronounce me, say some rumors, spread some lies, and I don't really like it. A lot of people spread some crazy rumors about me, like my name in my county is the kid that vandalized a cop car. And I will admit it, I did vandalize an old retired cop car. And I did get charged for it. Luckily enough, I just had to do community service hours and stuff like that. And I got all that stuff figured out. I don't do that stuff no more. You know, here and there you might catch me speeding or something like that. I don't know. Adrenaline. Love the adrenaline. That's another reason why I'm a firefighter. I'm an adrenaline junkie. And the adrenaline kicks when my pager goes off is fun. I like it a lot. But yeah, so I hope a lot of people find this content fun and stick around. For the people that have already been subscribed, hope you guys stick around as well. I'm going to end it. And I just want to come on here and say there's a new beginning coming from me. I'm going to still be the same my old self. No one wants to be a part of it. They don't have to be. I do have a girlfriend. She said she doesn't care. So you might see her on here every now and again. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy this type of stuff. Enjoy truck content, because that's mainly what it's going to be about. Me working stuff on this, saving up for my dream truck as well is going to be on here as well. That's going to be a long goal, but we'll get there. It just takes time, you know. You got to start somewhere. I actually started with a 1994 Chevy. I still own that truck. It's my dad's truck. It's got a couple problems with it. I will record if I am the one that ends up fixing it. I'll record that. Of course, it'll be in a time lapse, but I will record stuff. Me working on this, oil changes or anything. This does need an oil change, but I don't get the money for that, as I'm currently unemployed. I worked at a place called Barclay Mechanical, located in Manti. Well, no, the location I worked at was in Ephraim. But now we're just out here looking for anything really. I applied anywhere from McDonald's all the way up to a governmental job. And I'll record my ways to interviews, I'll record after interviews, I'll record pretty much anything. Yeah, I might not catch a lot of footage of me driving just because that is a hazard. And I'm a volunteer firefighter. I've seen people on their phones and what happens. I've seen that. I don't want that to happen to me. So, yeah. Hope you guys kind of listen to what I have planned. And just enjoy my channel. Enjoy the crazy stuff me and my buddies get into. So this is Redline Convoy. Share it, subscribe, leave a like, do whatever you want. Because, I mean, I really do not care if I blow up or not. If I blow up, I blow up. If I don't, I don't. That's just how it is. But hope you guys enjoy this type of content. See you when I actually do my first vlog. This is just an introduction.